Quick test, my friend. If you're over 60, I want you to notice something. Do your legs feel weaker when you climb stairs? Does it take you a little longer to get out of a chair than it used to? Maybe you feel unexplained pain in your legs, even after just a short walk. If you nodded yes to any of these, please pay close attention. Now, take a look at your hands. These hands once carried your children, built your home, cooked meals, and maybe held your spouse's hand for many years. Your hands tell a story of love, of hard work, of life. But here's the thing, your legs tell that story too. They've carried you through every memory, every moment. And yet, most seniors don't realize their legs are quietly being weakened by the very foods they believe are keeping them healthy. Here's the shocking truth. Almost 9 out of 10 seniors are eating fruits that seem healthy but are secretly damaging leg strength, causing joint pain, and making walking harder with each passing year. Today, I'm going to reveal 7 fruits you must stop eating if you want to keep your independence, your balance, and your ability to move freely. And you're not alone. Right now, while you're watching this video, thousands of other seniors are learning the same life-saving information. So let's begin with the first fruit, one you might never suspect. Now, I know what you're thinking. Pineapple? Isn't that supposed to be healthy? Doctors and magazines often praise it for bromelain, an enzyme that reduces inflammation. But here's the hidden danger. Pineapple is packed with natural sugars and acids. When you eat it, your blood sugar spikes very quickly. And for seniors, this is a big problem. As we age, the tiny blood vessels in our legs become more delicate. They can't handle those sugar surges the way they used to. Imagine those fragile vessels being hit with wave after wave of sugar. Tiny tears form, inflammation builds up, and over time, this steals strength from your leg muscles. I spoke recently with Robert, a 78-year-old from Texas. He said, "Doctor, I wish I had known about pineapple sooner. I ate it almost every day, thinking I was doing the right thing. But my legs feel like lead weights now." Sadly, Robert's story isn't unique. Many seniors unknowingly face the same issue. Here's the good news. You can stop the damage today. Right now. You don't need to be afraid. Your body has the ability to heal once the harmful food is gone. Try this with me. Wiggle your toes inside your shoes. Feel that connection between your brain and your legs. That's what we're protecting. That's your independence, your freedom to move. So the takeaway is simple. If you're eating pineapple regularly, it's time to stop. Protect your blood vessels. Protect your legs. And give your body the chance to get stronger again. Now let's talk about another fruit that has fooled millions of seniors for decades. And this one might surprise you even more. I know what you're thinking. Bananas are famous for potassium. Doctors, TV shows, and even school health lessons tell us that bananas are good for blood pressure and heart health. Many seniors wake up every morning, peel a banana, and believe they are doing something wonderful for their bodies. But here's the hidden truth. After 60, your body processes bananas very differently. Bananas are packed with fast-digesting carbohydrates and natural sugars. When you eat one, your blood sugar spikes almost instantly. For a younger person, the body usually manages this. But as we age, our insulin response slows down. That means your body can't bring the sugar levels back to normal quickly. The result? Inflammation, poor circulation, and eventually weaker legs. Let me share a story. Maria, a 68-year-old from Florida, called me in tears. She said, "I eat 2 bananas every morning because I thought it was healthy. Now, I can barely walk to my own garden. What happened to me?" What happened was simple but painful. Her daily bananas were quietly working against her aging metabolism. Think about your own life. Have you noticed a dull ache in your legs when climbing stairs? Do your calves feel stiff or heavy after meals? These are early warning signs that your circulation is weakening, and bananas may be one of the hidden triggers. Here's the thing. Your children and grandchildren are watching how you age. They're learning from you what it means to grow older. Do you want them to see someone who slowly gives up because of weak legs? Or do you want them to see someone who fought back, who stayed strong, who chose independence? Imagine this. It's Christmas morning, just 3 years from now. Your grandchildren are running around the living room, laughing, playing. Will you be sitting in a chair watching? Or will you be chasing them through the yard, full of energy? That choice begins today, with the food on your plate. So here's the takeaway. Bananas might look harmless, but for seniors, they can silently chip away at your mobility. If you've been eating them daily, consider replacing them with lower sugar fruits that are gentler on your system. Because every choice you make now is a step toward the future you want. Now, the next fruit may look so innocent that it's hard to believe it could be harmful. Think about it. Grapes are small, juicy, easy to snack on. You can grab a handful, wash them quickly, and pop them into your mouth. They taste refreshing, and for many seniors, they've been a go-to healthy snack for years. But here's the hidden problem. Grapes are loaded with fructose, a type of sugar that hits your liver hard. When you eat grapes, your liver struggles to process all that fructose. And when it can't keep up, two things happen. First, the extra sugar gets turned into fat. Second, and even worse, some of it turns into uric acid. This uric acid doesn't just disappear. It settles into your joints, especially in your toes, ankles, and knees. And that's when the real trouble starts. Have you ever felt a burning, throbbing pain in your feet at night? The kind of pain that keeps you awake and makes the next morning even harder? That's one of the classic signs of uric acid buildup, and grapes are often the silent culprit behind it. Let me tell you about Elena, a 70-year-old from Michigan. She commented on one of my videos recently, saying, "I had no idea my nightly foot pain was from my afternoon grape snacks." She thought she was choosing something healthy. But just a handful of grapes every day was enough to steal her sleep and her mobility. Now, imagine this for a moment. You've had a long day, and you finally get into bed. You're ready to rest. But then the burning in your feet begins. You toss and turn, trying to find comfort, but the pain doesn't go away. Tomorrow, you wake up already exhausted, and slowly your independence slips away, not because of age itself, but because of food choices like grapes. But here's the hopeful part. The moment you stop feeding your body these triggers, it begins to heal. Less sugar, less uric acid, less inflammation. That means less burning pain, better sleep, and stronger legs. So here's the takeaway. Grapes may look harmless, but they can be dangerous for seniors dealing with joint pain and leg weakness. If you've been eating grapes regularly, it's time to make a smarter choice. Swap them out for lower sugar fruits, and you'll feel the difference in your legs, your sleep, and your energy. Now, let's move on to a fruit that almost everyone loves in the summertime. Just the thought of it brings back memories, doesn't it? Hot summer days, family picnics, kids spitting out the seeds, big juicy slices shared in the backyard. Watermelon feels refreshing, light, and harmless. Many seniors eat it every afternoon, thinking they're doing their body a favor. But here's the hidden danger. Watermelon has an extremely high glycemic index, which means it spikes your blood sugar very quickly, almost like eating candy. For younger people, their body can usually handle this sugar surge. But after 60, your blood vessels and circulation don't respond the same way. When your blood sugar jumps, inflammation begins to build. And here's the key: you don't always feel it right away. It might show up hours later, as swelling in your ankles, heaviness in your calves, or stiffness in your knees. Over time, these sugar spikes wear down your leg strength and make it harder to move freely. Charles, a 74-year-old from Arizona, shared his story with me. He said, "Doctor, I thought I was being healthy eating watermelon every afternoon. Now I know why my ankles swell up like balloons every evening." He was shocked to learn that his innocent summer treat was quietly inflaming his legs day after day. I want you to pause for a moment and actually feel this in your own body. Place your hands on your thighs right now. Press gently against that muscle. Do you feel it? That strength is still there. That's what we're trying to protect. Every choice you make today either builds that strength or chips away at it. Here's the thing. It's not about never enjoying food again. It's about making smarter swaps so you can keep your independence. When you choose fruits with lower sugar and gentler effects on your blood sugar, you give your legs a chance to stay strong for years to come. So here's the takeaway. Watermelon might look like the perfect summer fruit, but for seniors, it can secretly inflame your joints and weaken your legs. If you want to keep walking without pain and swelling, it's time to say no to daily watermelon and yes to fruits that love your legs back. Now let's talk about a fruit that many of us grew up believing was the very symbol of health. Think about it. How many times have you heard people say, "Drink your orange juice, it's full of vitamin C"? For decades, that morning glass of orange juice was advertised as the healthy way to start your day. And many seniors still follow that habit. But here's what most people don't know. For seniors, oranges and orange juice can be quietly harmful. Why? Because they're packed with citric acid and natural sugars. Together, these can irritate the delicate tissues around your joints, especially if you already struggle with arthritis, stiffness, or inflammation. Here's what happens inside your body. When you drink a glass of orange juice, sugar floods your bloodstream in seconds. Your insulin response, already slower after age 60, struggles to keep up. At the same time, citric acid circulates in your blood, irritating tissues in your knees, hips, and ankles. This combination creates the perfect storm for morning stiffness, swelling, and lingering pain. I want to share the story of Patricia, a 71-year-old from Ohio. She told me, "I gave up my morning orange juice, and within 2 weeks, my knee pain was half of what it used to be." Just 2 weeks of avoiding orange juice gave her back comfort and mobility she thought was gone forever. Now, imagine this for yourself. You wake up in the morning, and instead of groaning from stiff joints, you stand up easily. You walk to the kitchen, and your legs feel lighter, steadier. That's the power of removing a simple trigger like orange juice. And here's the hopeful part. Your body starts healing the moment you stop feeding it these irritants. Every day you go without that sugar and acid combo, your joints have less inflammation to fight, and your legs can begin to feel stronger again. So here's the takeaway. Oranges and orange juice might look like sunshine in a glass, but for seniors, they can be silent thieves of comfort and mobility. If you want to protect your joints and enjoy pain-free mornings, replace that orange juice with something gentler, like water with a slice of lemon. Your legs will thank you every single day. Now, this next fruit might surprise you because it has such a clean and healthy image. When you picture a green apple, you probably imagine something crisp, refreshing, and natural. Many seniors snack on them daily, believing they are making the best choice. After all, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, right? But the truth is more complicated, especially after age 60. Green apples are high in malic acid, which can irritate aging tissues and joints. On top of that, they contain hidden sugars that disrupt blood sugar balance. For seniors, this combination can quietly add to inflammation, stiffness, and that dull ache in the hips or knees. Let me share Frank's story. Frank is 79, from Nebraska. For years, he proudly ate 2 green apples every day. He thought he was being healthy and disciplined. But his hip pain grew worse and worse until walking even a mile became difficult. Then Frank discovered our strong legs movement. He replaced his daily apples with lower sugar fruits, like berries. Within 6 weeks, he reported, "My hip pain is gone and I'm walking 3 miles again." That's the difference one simple change can make. Here's the thing. Aging doesn't mean you have to accept constant discomfort. Often, it's not your body failing you. It's the foods you've been told are healthy, but aren't right for your stage of life. Green apples may have benefits for younger people, but for seniors, the acids and sugars can tip the balance in the wrong direction. I want you to imagine this. You're in your kitchen, about to slice up an apple. Pause for a moment and think about your legs. Think about the strength still inside them, the independence they give you. Ask yourself, will this food support my legs, or will it steal from them? That small pause, that moment of awareness, can change everything. So here's the takeaway. Green apples may look like a perfect healthy snack, but for seniors, they can secretly inflame joints and weaken leg strength. If you've been eating them daily, try switching to gentler fruits like pears or berries. Your hips, your knees, and your future mobility will thank you. And now we've come to the last fruit on our list. This one is sweet, delicious, and often feels like a special treat. For many of us, mangoes bring back memories of summer, family gatherings, and sticky fingers after enjoying those golden slices. It feels almost impossible to believe that something so tasty could harm us. But here's the truth. Mangoes are one of the most dangerous fruits for seniors struggling with joint weakness and leg pain. Why? Because mangoes are absolutely loaded with natural sugar. Each bite sends your blood sugar soaring. And after that quick high, your body experiences a crash. Every spike and crash creates inflammation. And where does that inflammation settle? Deep in your joints, especially your knees, hips, and ankles. Over time, this cycle chips away at your mobility, making each step more difficult. I've seen this pattern again and again. Seniors who thought they were making a healthy choice by enjoying mangoes daily began to notice swelling, stiffness, and pain that they couldn't explain. Once they removed mangoes from their diet, many reported improvements they didn't think were possible. Now, imagine this in your own life. You wake up in the morning, and instead of feeling rested, your knees ache. You stand up, and your hips feel stiff. You take a few steps, and already your ankles feel heavy. It's frustrating, isn't it? And yet, something as simple as the fruit you thought was helping you, like mango, might be the hidden cause. Here's the hopeful part. The moment you stop eating foods that spike your blood sugar and inflame your joints, your body begins to heal. Your legs start to feel lighter. Walking feels easier. Stairs don't seem as intimidating. That independence you thought was slipping away starts to return. So here's the takeaway. Mangoes may taste sweet, but for seniors, they can quietly fuel inflammation and drain leg strength. If you want to walk with freedom, protect your joints, and stay active for years to come, mangoes are best left behind. Replace them with fruits that love your legs, like berries, cherries in moderation, or pears. Your legs are worth protecting. And every choice you make, even something as small as avoiding mango, is an investment in your independence. So now you know. Pineapple, bananas, grapes, watermelon, oranges, green apples, and mangoes. 7 fruits that many seniors thought were healthy. But in reality, they can silently weaken your legs, inflame your joints, and steal away your independence. But here's the most important part. You are not powerless. In fact, The moment you begin avoiding these foods, your body starts to heal. Every day without these triggers is another step towards stronger legs, better balance, and a future where you're free to move with confidence. Think about this. 30 days from now, you could wake up, swing your legs out of bed, and notice something different. Your knees might feel lighter, your calves less stiff. Climbing stairs may not feel like such a battle. You'll stand in your kitchen and realize, wait a minute, I feel stronger. And you won't be alone. Thousands of seniors across the country are making these same choices right now. They're part of something I call the Strong Legs movement, a growing community of people who refuse to let age steal their independence. People who encourage each other, share victories, and prove that it's never too late to fight back. I want you to join us. If you're ready to protect your legs and reclaim your strength, type in the comments, Strong Legs Movement. That's your way of saying, I'm choosing independence. I'm choosing health. I'm choosing a future where I can still dance, still play, still walk with pride. And let's make a promise together. Place your hand over your heart and say it with me. I promise to protect my legs. I promise to make better choices. I promise to stay mobile and independent. Those words matter. They are a declaration of strength. Now imagine 5 years from now. You're at a family gathering. Your children and grandchildren are there. Someone asks you, how do you stay so strong? And you'll smile and say, it started with a choice. I decided not to let aging control me. I decided to fight back. That story can be yours. Your legs have carried you through every beautiful moment of life, and they deserve to carry you through many more. So protect them. Honor them. Choose foods that love them back. And if this video was valuable to you, please hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because the journey doesn't end here. We're just getting started. Together, we are unstoppable. Together, we are the Strong Legs movement. Your legs. Your rules. Your victory.